The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us. We have the Dow right now up 104. NASDAQ is up, let's see, what?
103. NASDAQ is up only 8.
Man,
that's interesting.
Yeah, that is. That was that. Yeah, and you get the S&P's up 10. And happy...
hey, we appreciate you being here with us this morning. All right, folks?
I'll tell you, last night, folks, okay, my wife, Angie, gave me a surprise. We finished the show. I finished the show. We go outside. She's got a big limo, and needless to say, we go from there. And it was a heck of a night.
Night is still going on.
And happy birthday to all the Marines out there. It's Marine Corps birthday today.
Yes.
Beautiful thing.
That is.
No doubt
very,
about it.
very cool.
So yesterday, you know, we go downtown.
Yes.
Not enough juice, though.
Not enough. No,
but it's building cars. No, this is building a small. What this is doing now, folks, is it's building a small ABC down inside the larger ABC down.
Yeah.
And the confirmation will be today. You know, you hang up here, and the volume contracts in a big way again. You see that contraction? Oh, baby.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But it wasn't as look. It was lighter volume coming into the November 1st swing point on the SPYs,
yes.
Which had 414 million, but you're still coming into it with 336.
Oh yeah, no.
So definitely picking up some steam, on the way down there.
And that's what's so cool, and that's what is the confirmation, folks. But what you can really get out of this, nothing goes down all the time and up all the time on a continual basis. But that is the story is telling you flat out that hey, we're going downtown.
Yeah.
And those you want to grasp those types of subtle talking, walking, and squawking in the marketplace, and that's what that is.
Yeah. And as we were talking yesterday, and I did on even the 9 o'clock show, now we're setting up in a real narrow banded trading range.
Yes.
Yes. So it actually requires some really fast finger trades. Yeah. Here. Whereas before, when we were going the August through the end of October time frame,
right?
That was quite a wide trading range.
It absolutely
so
was.
it made it a little bit easier with regard to your money management and when you could get in.
Yeah.
And so now you can still play this range, but you really have to be out there as a really good fisherman, fisherwoman, and let the price come to you. And and being in the narrow trading range, if you don't get your price, if you don't get in, it's okay because now you take a look at it on the other side.
Oh, big.
So it's either on the top side or the bottom side, that you can pick up on these things, but it's real narrow.
And you can see how the dollar is running the box.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question.
You had the dollar down 50 ticks. Now, it's only down 19 ticks, and what ends up happening? The market gets destroyed again. A king dollar. King dollar is really a trip, man. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. No question about it. And I was telling folks, that really, it's when you're taking a look at the dollar index, you can really just go over to take a look at what's going on with the euro, what's going on with the yen and the pound, and then you got, heck, what the euro is. What's the percentage of the euro of the dollar index? 40? 64? 60.
Yeah, 64.
So, you almost really just have to look at the euro. But if you look at those three, take a look at those three, you've got it all, for the most part. And, the euro was backing up and came in with such a wide range bar yesterday into that 0.618. And this morning, it's just hovering around that area.
Look at this right now. This is going to get interesting because if I bring up the dollar index right now, let's just see what this baby's looking like. That's going to be. Look at this. This thing refuses to back off.
Yeah. So only as far as it's come back is only 0.382 just from yesterday. Just go from yesterday's low to into overnight's high.
Look at how pretty that is. Oh man, that is a pretty thing. And it's amazing, folks. So watch. This is where this is going to get on a level that all these countries in Europe, right?
Yeah.
People are worrying, so much that the euro is going to get blown apart.
Yeah.
Okay. So big deal. The banks are going to get blown apart. Okay. Well, you know what? That's their problem. Okay. Because when I really start thinking about this, right?
Yeah.
what happens is this, folks, is that the banks have the grip on, of course, all the countries, and they want to keep the fear in them. Okay.
Right.
Now,
right.
there's a couple different things happening. You know, do they have to work more and all that? That's their problem. But in the context of currencies,
yes,
and printing currencies,
yes,
they made a crucial mistake by giving up that right.
Yes.
That,
the countries.
Yeah.
The other. Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Is insane,
They most certainly did.
And I started thinking about it. I says, you know what, man? It's going to break apart. The reason it's going to break apart is that all these governments are falling. Well, if you're falling as a government, right? The politicians are going to sit around and say, "Hey, screw this." Excuse me.
Well, because you got to find a way to work internally.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. If you can't work from the external side of things, then you're going to say, "Okay, folks, here's what we're doing. Here's what we're doing internally." You know, and you put back, in place simply a means of being able to, conduct business.
And that's saying, I want our own currency back so you can print money.
When you do that, when you're forced to do that, then all of a sudden you create, power inside that environment. And then it becomes, it gets down to, okay, how do you deal with the natural resources that a country might need? What that exchange might be. But there's certainly ways to work through all of that stuff.
And what happens is this. So, watch. You can, let's say Italy.
Yeah.
And I've never been to Greece, but I know Italy.
Yeah.
And I know in the context of when Italy, could print their own money versus the euro. Okay. So if all of us went to Italy right now, folks, it would still be wicked expensive. I mean, it's just way too expensive, okay?
Yeah. Well, way too expensive because we're using the euro.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. They turn around, they break away from the deal.
Yeah.
What ends up happening is that they can print money. So now that, for the Italians that want to leave and go to different countries, that would hurt them, okay? But it would help them dramatically inside their own country because it doesn't matter if you stay inside the borders.
That's right.
Then what ends up happening, though, is that the people outside the borders, they're going to push huge amounts of money in the country. Because I remember going to Italy. You know what I did once?
That's right.
I actually bought out a whole pottery shop. The whole shop. I swear to God. I was in the Amalfi Coast, folks. You talk about plunging. I walked into this place. You talk about making people's day, right?
Yeah.
And if you've ever been to the Amalfi Coast, this was Rashala. No, not Rashala. It's one of these towns. I remember what it was. And there's all these beautiful pottery shops. All handmade pottery, folks. And there's a husband and wife. I started looking around. And I decided then, I said, you know what? I'll buy it all.
I love it.
So I started little by little.
That's cool.
And I bought, I don't know, it was about maybe $15,000, $18,000.
Yeah.
Right? And they're looking at it. I started little by little. And I said, you know what? I said, well, let me just have everything. And they're looking, they said, you could, everything.
That's great. That's great.
So then they turned me on to the biggest exporter in Italy of pottery.
Yeah.
So I get down, and this is how easy it was to do business there, which was amazing.
Yeah.
So I get down, and I says, I forget what the guy is. This is, I'm going back 20 years now. I says, is that guy around? He says, yeah, he'll come see you. So I told him what I did. He was elated.
Yeah.
And then what he said, he says, yeah, I'll set you up with my guy. So it was so cool. So check out how cool it was, right? I paid them. I paid him for the shipping, right?
Yeah.
No problem whatsoever. They boxed everything up.
Oh, that's cool.
Right?
Yeah.
About, 3-4 weeks later, got everything back to Boston, right?
Yeah.
And I was giving out pottery forever.
Oh,
I still have it.
Oh, that is so cool.
And it's amazing. It's gorgeous. But when I started thinking about this, just the last few days, I'm saying to myself, now I couldn't do that now. But imagine. Yeah. Because that was a deal of a lifetime for me. That wasn't. I mean, I liked what the product was.
Yeah.
And I don't think people are doing that now, where people would do that. And so cash in the communities, when we're talking about what's the Barnes & Noble, cash in the community, that kept cash in the community in a huge way.
Yes.
Huge way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, I've got up on my chart here, I've got the long-term monthly euro chart, so it's, it's a long way from its lows if people are complaining.
Oh, yeah. Oh, big time.
You
can get down to 93.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, yeah, exactly. It's only... it's still above a 0.382 retracement from the bottom, in the 2000 time frame to the highs that it made in 2008.
Yeah.
So
it's there's no doubt. Let's see.
And what it did do, it looks like it completed that. So it's just in the sideways trading range here, from the highs in the 148, down to lows in 120 right now.
Right. This is pretty amazing. NASDAQ, that Green Mountain, Green Mountain.
Oh, is that what?
That's hitting in a big way. It has to be. You get Green Mountain
and Win too.
Down $24. Yeah, Win. See, Win's the one. Win's the culprit.
Sleeper with inside there, right?
Win, weighting-wise, folks, inside the Index 100 has a huge weighting, and it's down $6. So that little baby there. Look at that baby, just going back to those lows, man. It wants to test those lows out. Look at it. The range on that. You got the bottom range is 107. The top is
up to the 140s.
There's a 16. So you're at 107. You go up 30%. And what you want to get out of this, folks, is this: is that the bounces can be dramatic. That's a 40% bounce.
Yeah.
So you always have chances to set up beautiful trades.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a market to set up just beautiful trades.
Yeah,
I mean,
you just have to be patient.
They're a gift from the trading gods.
Yeah, you
the
just have to be
trading gods
patient.
are working 24 hours a day.
It is, baby. It is. Now, look, there's a number of trades that we've got in my newsletter. They're longer term. Be patient. Wait for the market to come back there. And different trading patterns, and some of them will hit and some won't.
Right.
So that's okay.
It absolutely
that's
is.
Just going fishing.
No, big time.
Absolutely.
Big time. They're smacking gold around a little here. See what we got happening with gold out here.
Yeah, the pullback isn't that.
88,000 contracts.
Yeah, and if you take a look at it's completing it. What it did is it got to a 1 to 1.272 AB equals CD, which completed at 1808. So it gets up there. And, you can see gold pulling back to 1728 easily.
Right.
Right back really to the top of the November 1st swing point.
Hey, when we
1725.
When we talk gold, right?
Yeah.
I believe the Tiger Metal Exchange is going to bring up something that's pretty exciting, right?
It absolutely is.
Is it up yet?
It is not up yet. We're going to try to get it up by your by 4 o'clock show.
By 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and then I'll come on or something, and we'll unveil it all to the.
We probably should talk about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so check this out, folks. This is going to be really cool. You're gonna love what we're doing here. So, hopefully by this afternoon, if not by this afternoon, it's supposed to be up,
there's just
right?
some final testing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what we want to do, we're going to unleash all you tigers and tigresses.
Yeah. It's basically what we've had several years worth of experience now.
John's going to kill us.
Is he?
Oh, he's got a hangman's loose out here. Oh no, he's going to kill us.
If we're off the air, okay, it's not our fault, folks. Okay, if we get
he's going to pull the plug on us right now.
Yeah.
Boy.
Oh, we're going to commercial in a minute. Oh, how about that, folks? What we're going to do is we're going to create a very cool referral system.
Right.
So that, not only can you help your friends, your family, your Rolodex out, business associates, whoever it is, you're going to be able to make some money by helping them out. They're going to be able to make some money.
Right.
And folks, there are a lot of folks that you'll be able to put together some nice trading capital, actually.
No, totally. And wait to see how it's set up.
Yeah.
I love the setup. That's why I thought it was ready.
Yeah.
Get that bullet full pressed out. Stop. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Is red.
Yep.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
Give the gift of silver. This holiday season, TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing, allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds, I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow up 65. NASDAQ is down 8. S&Ps are up 4. You get gold off $45. Silver's off 98 cents. Bonds are down 19. And King Dollar is down 12 ticks, folks. King Dollar is refusing to back off.
Yeah. So bonds, where do you think you got bonds headed to?
Bonds want to go to 147. And if we get the juice there, you get an ABC up to 160. I know, man. It's absolutely amazing, folks. It really is. I mean, yesterday you came in.
They had some volume.
Oh, you came in. They had the volume, man. I mean, it's pushing. It's pushing the swing point with volume. Yesterday you did 418,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Big numbers, man. Big numbers. And it refused to back off.
Yes.
Bottom line, it wants to go. And folks. So when you watch,
at least people will buy our bonds.
Well, listen. This is what's so cool. This is where the rating agencies, folks, are just right out of their mind. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they absolutely know zero. Okay. Because the reality is that since they downgraded the U.S., the bond market has decided that, well, we get one of the best risk-reward ratios in the world, evidently. I mean, they're applying the money into it.
Yeah.
And see, the amazing part, folks, is that...
In fact, what were bonds going for when they downgraded us? Do you remember when did we get that?
It was probably about 2. The 10 years about 2.5, and now it's 2.
Okay.
So it's down to what? That's 20% less.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's 20% less.
Yeah.
And you see, the amazing part is this. This is the thing that is absolutely amazing, is that you don't hear this as much, but they're always saying, China will pull out, people will stop pulling out. That would be like pulling out of the best trade you ever had, folks, okay? Because
that's right.
they've been buying these bonds.
Well, yeah.
No, but they've been buying these bonds too, okay?
That's right. That's true. That's true. That's right. They've got a great trade.
The bond trade, folks, has been the biggest trade period for the last 30 years, 33 years.
Yeah.
Biggest ever. I mean, you're talking about exponential money.
That's true.
Okay?
True.
Because every time it goes down 0.5%, the premium on the bond goes up dramatically.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to get out of this trade.
Yeah.
I mean, the bonds would have to, you know, for the larger players that scaled in over those years, I mean, you just wouldn't believe how long, you know, the bond market would have to go up. I mean, it's dramatic. It's just, it's amazing, man. It really is. And all that's going to do is basically put more juice into our economy, because it means our debt is actually going down. You know, now we just got to get rid of the politicians, and we all set.
Yeah. Well, spending hasn't gone down just yet.
No, and that's what we absolutely has to go down. Right,
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Hey, listen, it's us against them.
Well,
there's no two ways about it.
Either spending has to go down or stay the same, and we rev up the revenue side of the engine.
Oh yeah, listen,
which is a doable.
Yeah, if the spending stayed the same,
that's right.
That would be the gold star.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would absolutely be the gold star.
Yeah.
You know, no doubt about it. Green Mountain, folks. You guys see
they came out with what was earnings. They kept your earnings yesterday. Was that what?
Yeah, and what you're going to see? I mean, Green Mountain's down $25, taking a large B point outward volume. Green Mountain's done. You're at 41 right now. If you want to see something that's just amazing, folks, at 37. It's the last time it had any juice. It's going. You know, it blew apart everything else. No volume up the highs. It takes all 6 weeks to get destroyed.
Yeah.
And what I'd love you to learn more than anything out of this, folks, is that you go higher with lighter volume. Bottom line, if you get out, great. Most of the time, I see no one get out.
Right.
You know, they implode. They absolutely implode. And here's another one. You know? And this thing here, probably, what they did is that their top line they couldn't make, and the bottom line they supposedly made.
Okay.
That it is going to be they've been cooking the books. Forget cooking the coffee, folks. What you're going to see is that they've been cooking the books, and they're going to get grabbed at it. Because I remember like 3 years ago. So let me give you the history of Green Mountain. And this is so cool because did you know when they first started the single cup?
Yeah.
They were an advertiser.
Oh, okay. That's right.
They were an advertiser. We used to give away those Korean coffee things. Okay, so check it out. So when that first started, folks. So check this out. There was a separate company that they did not own. Okay, it had nothing to do with, because I was dealing with two companies, right?
Yeah.
Then what they decided to do is that then they made a side deal with them, okay, that they'd give them so many orders. Then they decided to buy them. Now, this was the crucial thing, and this is how you can cook the books. When they bought them, they still kept it as a subsidiary, right?
Yeah.
But what the market's figuring out right now, and this got pushed under the table about 3 years ago. What happened is that they felt that they were pushing the distribution line.
Yeah.
Okay, so they'd book the sale. Yeah. Okay, but it was sitting in a warehouse, just
Really? So hadn't left the docks.
That's right. Right. Oof. And then that got brushed over, and then Green Mountain just took off. It was the last thing you heard of it. Now
That's not a general accepted accounting principle.
It is. No, it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not.
But
what you'll see is that this is what's going to blow this thing apart again. I mean, well, it's already blown apart. But when I saw that when the top line number is harder to fudge than the bottom line number. So it's like, it's in distribution,
That's right.
You stay right there, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We'll come right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Did you know that the price of gold is up over 24% this year, while the GDX, the Market Vectors Gold Miners ETF, is actually down 1.4% this year? Not all gold stocks are created equal, and not all gold stocks move with the price of gold. In October, Tom O'Brien recommended a buy of FCX in his gold report, and only 6 trading days later advised his clients to close the position, profiting almost 22% in this one trade. During the same 6 trading days, the price of gold was barely up 5%. Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives investors the inside edge they need to profit in this gold market. Each Monday morning, Tom issues a gold market update at around 9:30 a.m., then issues a full report each Tuesday afternoon. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. To order your gold report with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to TFNN.com today or call 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of the money game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Confused. I know. Good. Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us. Dow right now is up 29. Nasdaq's down 14. S&Ps are flat. They're whacking gold around. That's down $50. You get the silver down $1. King dollar, man. King, it's pretty amazing. You know, this little baby is building steam. It's like a little locomotive.
Yeah, you know, I meant to stop by Burger King last night, see if they still have those crowns. That's on my list of things to do today.
I'm telling you, man, it's a beautiful thing. Let's see what the some of the high volume stocks are out here. What do we got? Okay, and you know what is happening right here now too, folks, which is pretty cool, is that, you know, we had the volume lighter than what it's going into.
Yeah.
And what you have now is that I expect what you'll see is it's going to be lighter coming into these swings. So it's going to be wild watching how this whole setup goes, particularly because tomorrow the markets are opened.
Yes.
But the banks are closed. It's going to be a slow day, you know. So you get Green Mountains, you know, that's down big. Apple's down $10.
Yeah.
You have Research in Motion. Now, there's an equity that's just lost their way. Research in Motion. And, folks, don't touch Research in Motion. It's toast. I mean, you know, that baby can go to zero. You know, it's crazy when you think about it. It was the corporate deal, the enterprise deal. They had it all.
Yeah.
But, you know, as soon as as soon as Jobs did that iPhone, man, it just took them down.
It is important to always be looking over your shoulder and not stay still. You know,
yeah,
I mean,
big time.
It doesn't matter what business you're in.
Right.
You know, things are going to change. And as we've been talking about, it's such a rapid pace.
Accelerates. Huge. Huge acceleration.
It's such a rapid pace. So
yeah, and it's awesome. I mean, you know, in their case, they got too complacent. Oh, you know what? Talk about complacence. I heard CNBC at night. If you haven't seen this yet, folks, they have some dynamite productions.
Yeah.
They do these documentaries for an hour or two, and they really do a good job in them. I mean, you can learn a lot. You can learn, like I tell you,
it is good because you know a lot of times they're looking at industry titans.
Yeah.
What they've gone through. You know, because sometimes you know there's lots of folks out there that are struggling or had success at one time and are struggling. You know, and so those documentaries are so great to be able to take a look at those titans and understand what those same folks went through, which is very similar to the pattern. You know that life is an ABC pattern.
Oh, it is.
You know, you go from here, you go there, and then all of a sudden the universe has this wacky way of throwing you some curveballs. And if you're not on your game like Grimm, you know, and you don't pay attention to them, you know, you start backing up. And the idea is to make sure your retracement's as shallow as possible. That's life works that way.
No, it absolutely does. And the Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
So Coke, the guy, president of Coca-Cola, I think it was in my car when I actually heard this.
Yeah.
And he was just saying, they absolutely blew it. They got so arrogant that what ended up happening is that they never should have let the rest of these drinks get away from them.
Yeah.
And they thought that they were so big that, you know, between the iced teas and the energy drinks, okay?
Yes, right,
because they end up buying a lot of these companies. So
that's right.
But he's talking about, he says they just let it get away from them. And what they let happen also is the aspect that, you know, Coke is going to kill you. It's bad for you, you know. Which, by the way, the sugary drinks, it's all bad for you, folks.
Right.
But
have you ever been a soda drinker?
No.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, as a kid, maybe. Not even as a kid.
No. I mean, I never.
You didn't go out for a little grape knee high.
I love Coke. I love Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
When I was, Orange Crush, I love.
Okay.
The grape, is that the grape knee high?
Yeah.
Those are great. You know the kind of grapes I like now?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, there are a few grapes that are off the vine from last night.
Yeah, totally, folks. You know, it's funny is that people say. I like wine, but you know how I like wine, folks? The way I like it is that I know if my teeth get purple, I like it. I'm not kidding.
I love it.
That's how I really know. Pretty sick. But the Coke story was pretty cool because it's you got to
It's always important, as the world expands. What you've got to do is you've got to take a look at the business that you're in and be able to expand that too.
Big time.
You just do.
Big time. You stay right there, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow up 38, NASDAQ down 13, S&Ps are flat. We're going to be right back.
Give the gift of silver. This holiday season, TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing, allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Open Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit TFNN.com today.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. But you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And I'm very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you know, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
You are, baby.
I love that. I love that.
I know
how that Tiger says that.
Yeah.
And folks, if you haven't been a kid in a candy store yet, come on over to TFNN. Tiger TV's out there. Bottom line, by next week, you're going to see it on all your handhelds because it seems to be working pretty good. We hit one button and it streams live and 24 hours a day. So and what's really cool about it, of course, is that you can get the audio, but you're getting the video with the charts. You know? So
which is really great. Especially when you take a look at just simply. The expansion of these phones that we've got. You were using it the other day,
right?
Yeah,
exactly. I was getting a haircut, folks, listening to Steve.
Yeah,
watching it, watching it in the chair, which was so cool. Because the bottom line is that what we do is all it's when the patent sets up and you can see the patent. Okay, good, fire off the trade. Here's you get your risk management in place. Hey, let me ask you. I had a call 2 days ago.
Okay.
And this guy, unfortunately, he's trapped in the TZA and the FAZ.
Yes.
And, I'm sure he did better yesterday.
Yeah,
but
sure he was happy yesterday.
I was saying to him, your money management course. Now, the money management course, right? If you get your newsletter, you get the money management course. What happens?
You do, yeah. If you sign up for my newsletter, then you've got that 90-minute money management course, the webinar that we've got in there. You've got what's even more important is really the position size calculator.
Okay.
Because that's where folks make probably the biggest over-leveraging situation where they really get themselves into a situation.
Right.
And so the position size calculator, whether you're using it for anybody's trades, it's just important to understand how much it is that you're putting up at risk.
Right.
And what that also does, what's so important to my style of trading is understanding what the volatility is, what that average true range has been over the last, and
that's cool, isn't it?
It is. It's the thing is that we have so many different tools available to us to be able to identify where we think a stock should stop.
Right.
We've got either swing points.
Right.
We've got retracement areas, Fibonacci retracement areas. Maybe other candles. Bullish, golf, whatever it might be. So plenty of tools there. The problem is that intraday, and especially in volatile marketplaces, you get some spikes.
Yes.
Okay, it still can close up above that area.
That's right.
So it can penetrate a little bit. So it's always helpful for folks, in my opinion, to understand what is that average volatility on a daily basis.
Right.
And that's what the calculator provides because it gives it to you automatically, and you can place your trade one time out of there,
that is cool,
or 1.5 times, whatever it is. And the thing is, I was talking to a couple of clients, and what they were doing, they were taking the trades, but because the market was so volatile, they were trying to create tighter stops.
Okay.
And I explained that you're doing I said, I know how that feels naturally. I know that that's a normal thought process, but a lot of times in trading, you've got to really be the opposite. In a volatile marketplace, you've got to almost expand the stops.
Yes, no, you don't.
Because otherwise you're going to be taken out of a good trade sometimes a little bit too.
Right.
So it's got that, available. But every Tiger can, if they're not a member, they can sign up right now, become a member, which is free. It's easy. It's simple. Become a member.
Right.
And when they do that, it'll be populated with the 60-minute position size calculator webcast that I did.
Okay.
So that'll help them to understand that tool.
Oh, cool.
And folks should actually just try out the newsletter service for 30 days just to have that tool, just to see how that might impact their trading and understand
and
that
folks,
volatility.
it's a money-back guarantee.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Even if they know they're just going to use it for 29 days, I'd rather at least reach out, give them that gift.
Right.
Because it's really important. And the more, what is cool is, look, it's a new tool like anything. It takes people maybe just a little time to catch on, but I get more comments each day about the position size calculator and how that's impacting somebody's life.
It absolutely does. Because what happens, folks, is this, is that if you are not over your head, okay, in the aspect of your trading, what's in your account versus what you're putting on, right, you'll do fine. It's when you're over your head, and you can see that, by banks, okay? Banks should never lose a trade, folks, okay? Because the bottom line, they have so much money. But you know what they do? All the time, they go, oh, let me plunge, let me go 50 to 1. Corzine, right? If the trade goes against him by 3%, he blows up the whole company. Yeah. That's insane. Absolutely insane.
It is, and that's where look, a lot of folks are not necessarily numbers people. Okay, in fact, we even talked about maybe even putting together like a geometry, but with regard to trading, but just help people understand the numbers side of it.
Yes.
One of the things that I do and try to help people understand is really that power of 1 or 1%. That what amazes people so much is that when you really have the defined risk. That's how you don't get in over your head, right?
That's right.
And you've got these winning trades. How you actually can really have nice annual returns.
Yes.
On your investment, we're still having a minimal risk.
Absolutely.
And it's so important,
especially
to be able to sleep
in markets like
night.
These.
No. Yeah.
And this is, folks. Volatility is a trader's best friend. I mean,
whether it's markets like these. Even in uptrending markets, you're going to have your Green Mountain coffee companies that are going to, just simply fall out of bed and take a huge haircut. Right. And so when you still have only got 1% at risk, okay, and your stop gets jumped, there are plenty of times to be out of Green Mountain coffee on the way down.
Oh, sure.
Right? Okay. But when you do have a stock that falls out of bed like that, and nobody likes a loss. I don't like a loss. I hate I hate losing.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
But when it's palatable, it's survivable.
Oh,
it doesn't take you out of the game. Last thing you want is to be taken out of this game.
No way. Right. No way, Jose.
How do you think Corzine's feeling this morning?
Yeah, right.
Yesterday, and of course that's a whole different. That's such a whacked out thought process.
Yeah, it is. You know what that is?
That's like a power.
That's the elite structure that cares nothing about people that worked at that place.
Yeah, really.
That's no responsibility, no morals, no ethics, no zero, folks. That's what that comes down to. Which is really, a bad scene. I mean, imagine 3,000 people out. Bing, just like that. I mean, there's a lot of those people that will be able to, transfer their accounts, but I mean. There's a lot of those people that work there that will be out of a job, period.
And the other shame of it all is you've got folks that still have not gotten back into the markets, just very distrustful.
Right.
Yet if we could help them to just simply be able to take ownership themselves,
that's where
we
it's
can
at.
teach them how to do
that's
that.
Where it's at.
But those stories, those things really take away from, and it just creates more fear for folks.
Oh, no, it absolutely does. Absolutely does.
Yeah.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, and we got a little Christmas tree out here, folks. It's red and green, and it's getting redder as the minutes tick by. We have the Dow up 19, Nasdaq down 19, S&Ps are off a couple bucks. We're going to be right back.
As Tom says, go long America. Now you can join TFNN and Barnes & Noble to keep money in your community. Purchase Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, your ultimate trading mastery system, before December 31st from your local Barnes & Noble store. And you will be given access to not just one, but two exceptional archived courses. Tiger Scaling, The Tiger Butterfly, and Gartley, The Art of Timing the Trade is more than just a book. It's an educational journey that will help you understand the Wall Street greed cycle and learn how to recognize profit from genuine price moves. So, for the cost of just under $30, you will receive in excess of $300 in trading education from Tom O'Brien, TFNN, and Barnes & Noble. And you will be helping to support an important local business, your local bookstore. If you do not have a Barnes & Noble in your community, then go to your local bookstore. We'll be sure to work with them to keep your purchase local. So let's support our local businesses, keep money in your community, and get a great education. But be sure to act now, because you have until December 31st to take advantage of this opportunity. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Go long, America! Purchase Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, your ultimate trading mastery system. Before December 31st, you will receive in excess of $300 in trading education.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about, folks, last night the Hang Seng, down 1,000 points. Now, the confirmation is we're going south, and the reason being is that the Hang Seng, folks, has, gone south in a big way, period. Had a small sign of strength.
Yes.
Tested that sign of strength last week, and then blew apart last night. And blew apart with volume, expanding, breaking the swing point, doing all the above. Now, when you put that together, and then you put together, the DAX did the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's bouncing. So these are the smaller, patterns that are inside this that are basically saying, you know what, this atmosphere is going to be here for a while.
You talk about a divergence there, where you've got the Hang Seng down 1,000 points. It's
well, it's big money. Big money.
Big.
And of course, across the Atlantic here, the European fund that they're trying to get going, folks. They can't sell it. That's the bottom line. That's how the French and the Germans are fighting again. And what happened just in the last 2 days, because the bond market basically went up so dramatically that they have some big losses now where they're trying to push more bonds out, and it's trouble in paradise.
Yeah, you know, which is always so important to read the details of anything.
Oh,
you know, because they come out and announce the marketing machine behind it.
That's right.
You just start spending some time reading under the covers and trying to figure out this thing, and they're like, what?
It's huge. It's absolutely huge. No doubt. And so, I see you're going to stay right with you 11 to 12.
Yeah, stay with me 11 to 12.
Today's Thursday.
Yep.
Going to Tucson, Arizona. Larry got his cowboy boots on. He's got his horse ready to go.
Yes, he does.
It's a beautiful thing. Then we're going out to California. We get Ken Shreve 3 to 4, and then back here 4 to 6.
Yeah.
Let's go to Daryl in Denver. Hey, Daryl, what's going on?
Hey, guys, I really enjoy your program.
Thanks so much. We appreciate you being out there, man.
We do, yes.
I just wanted to get your take on oil and what your prognostic indicators are showing for the near term and long term on oil.
Okay, let's take a look.
Are you in a trade on this, or?
No, but it's affecting a lot of the stocks that I would trade. So
got it.
Okay, CLZ we're dealing with here. Let's see what we got.
CLZ is what you're looking at?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So let's see what we have here. We're at 96. It's refusing to back off, so it's like, okay, you know, that 100 can get tagged. Get tagged real easy. I mean, that's the way that's setting up right now.
Yeah, it's the next swing point for it to come into.
Yeah, you know, what you had yesterday is really intriguing because you're actually, the volume expanded, oil didn't move, but it wouldn't back off. When you're pushing a swing with volume expanding, it's saying, hey, it wants to go up to that swing point.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, I agree. I understand that. And I'm looking at the /QM. It's light sweet. Is that similar?
1 second. CRB. Yeah, one second. I believe it is. Let me just see something here for a second. Okay, so oil. So December's got 140. Yeah, no, that is. I gave you the same deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cooking, brother.
All right. Thanks very much,
okay,
guys.
Thanks
really
for listening.
The program.
Thanks for listening, Daryl. Appreciate it very much.
It's going to be a wild one out here today. We got action. Gold just came back $10. It was down 50. Now it's down 40.
Yeah. Hey, you got to love this fall today. It's a full moon Thursday, baby.
Ow!
Yeah,
it is
absolutely.
a full moon today.
Yeah, it is.
You're gonna love it. No doubt. So Apple, you know, folks, what you want to watch on Apple too is that you know, all Apple's doing right now in that range. And if Apple wants to test those lows,
which we've been saying for you know,
right. And how it tests it is going to say, okay, you're going to stay in the range or not.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. So Steve's going to be coming back with you. We have the Dow up 44, Nasdaq down 11, S&Ps are up a couple bucks. Have a great one, have a safe one, and Steve's going to be coming right back with you, folks.